on in. All right, well, welcome, final 10. Kaylee, just want to ask you quick at that last tribal, I saw tons of reactions when Adam left. You personally lost your fiance. How do you feel coming into this challenge? And did you see that coming?
Yeah, I'm definitely really sad. It's been like a roller coaster of emotions this whole time. I'm sure everybody can relate. We all either still have a loved one or started one. Yeah, I'm really sad that he's gone, but I understand why everybody made the decision.
All right, fair enough. Well, first things first, I will take back all the necklaces that half of you have on right now. Yeah, I'll take them off. Oh my God, I was medically evacuated you there. Thank you, Nikki. Lamika. No sneeze there, good job. Kaylee. I know, I'm so sorry. All right. Immunity is back up for grabs. So, you ready to get to your next immunity challenge top 10? Yes. All right. This challenge is called Balls to the Wall. Each player will run towards the end of the course and grab a ball. Each player that lands the ball in their pail will advance to the next round. The final man and woman that lands the ball in their pail in the final round win individual immunity for this round. Do we have any questions? When I say go, the men, 3, 2, 1, go. One of you will not have a ball. Oh, oh, oh. Steve running, Michael running, Brian running. Oh, tackle, 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 tackle. Oh, Mitch falls. Mitch falls. Jake grabs ball. Mitch is running back. Jake is chasing him. Jake S. out of this, well, there's only one. Out of this challenge. For immunity, round 1 to the women. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. One of you will be out of this challenge. Kaylee, Caitlin, Lamika, back first. Nikki, officially out of this challenge. Go have a seat by Bergen, please. All right. 5 men, 4 balls, 1 loser. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, they're right there. Tripping, oh, Ben tackles Mitch. Ben, I don't know what Ben did to Mitch. Elizabeth, watch out. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Was that in? I don't know. All right, Mitch scores. Ben out of this challenge. When I say go, hands on the bucket. 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Caitlin's got a ball. Lamika tackling her. We got a battle. We got a battle. Lamika versus Caitlin. Lamika taking Caitlin down. Caitlin is not giving up that dodgeball. Oh, 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 oh. We're getting scrappy. Lamika steals the ball. She's got to get it back. What color's your bucket? Oh. Lamika gets it in the bucket. Caitlin out of this challenge. All right. 3 of you will advance when I say go. Hands on the bucket, Steve. 3, 2, 1, go. Where's the other ball? Michael finds the other ball. Michael and Brian heading back. Mitch taking on Michael, Steve, and Brian back. Mitch officially out of this challenge. All right, Kaylee, Lamika, for individual immunity and safety at the next tribal council. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Run, 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 run.
You can have it, Kaylee.
Oh. Kaylee's got the ball. Lamika is hustling to make sure she doesn't get it. Kaylee wins individual immunity. Hands on the buckets. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, 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 oh. We got a battle. Steve versus Michael. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Steve keeps alive. Michael is out of this challenge. For the men, individual immunity. Steve versus Brian. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Run, 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 run. Brian grabs it first. Steve, looks like you're playing defense, buddy. Steve catches up to Brian.
Oh, go Brian, finish it.
All right. This could be a $6,000 dodgeball. Brian wins individual immunity. All right. First, Haley, congratulations on winning immunity. $25. Not the same one? Sure, heroes versus villains, all right. Kaylee, safe at the next tribal council. Congratulations. I hope so. Brian, come on up. Congratulations on immunity. Yeah.
I like this.
This one, the snake. All right. Brian, safe at the next tribal council. Congratulations. For the rest of you, one of you will be the next person voted out of dynamic duos. Grab your stuff. Head on back to camp.
I feel like I'm gonna get emotional talking because I'm obviously sad that Adam just got voted out. I was blindsided in that. It was so much fun getting to play with him.
Nap time?
Remember when we were complaining there wasn't enough physical challenges?
Yeah.
Those are the days.
It's not what we meant by physical challenge.
I feel great with Lamika. Lamika actually in the challenge, like, this was so sweet of her. In the challenge when we were running for that last ball, she whispered in my ear as we were running super fast, she's like, "You can have it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, take it." And I responded, "Fight me. I don't want them to know we're working together."
I voted Adam. I know you had to. I had to. There was no other choice. But also, I want to know, 2 of my allies voted Adam without telling me. Because I thought I would have voted with them. Yeah. But just nobody. Did you vote me? I voted Jake. Holy I somehow got Adam out with a massive blindside, including 2 people in his alliance that he's had since the beginning to flip on him.
Can I get you on it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm making amends. You don't have to accept them if you don't want to.
No, you absolutely can't. I had to vote for you. I understand. That's how this game works.
I had both opportunities to try to sway either Adam or the B&B boys. I was going to go with whoever flipped.
I was very surprised that Brian and Ben flipped. I mean, Brian was telling me it happened like 10 minutes before the vote. Caitlin came up to them and was like, "Adam's the strongest player in the game. He's gonna win. You can't sit in the end next to him." Like, I have the votes with Nikki and Mitch if you just flip. I'm sorry I had to vote for you.
No, I literally forgive you for voting me because I know you had to. But that is
vote you.
And I still want. Yeah, I do. My only concern is that Nikki is a little flip-floppy. Yeah, that's my only concern. I think I've also been able to keep my relationship with Kaylee intact, even though I voted out Adam. Because I basically went up to her and I was like, hey, I needed to do whatever. They all told me it was me going home. I either needed Ben and Brian to flip or I needed Adam to flip, and Adam was not going to flip. I asked him, you talked to him, he said he wasn't going to. To be honest, I was at the mercy of Ben and Brian because I had to offer my loyalty to them for them to flip. So
the best thing to do is for us to get on with Ben and Brian, because I don't know why they didn't tell me, but I need to ask them. It's really sad because I feel like Kaylee really misses him, but I also feel like it's really good for my game. I think the first thought to everyone was like, let's figure out what the fuck happened at Tribal, because, you know, we were aligned with people who voted for Adam. So that was the first topic of conversation, like, where did these votes come from?
Caitlin made a really strong pitch for herself with Nikki, which was fine. No, Caitlin for herself. Oh, okay. To vote on Adam. And so the more I thought about it, the more I was like, right now is the time he probably won't use his idol because he feels safe. There is so much going on. I think right now people are getting the vibe that I'm not trustworthy. I just voted out Adam. Got the skinny on the Adam vote. Oh yeah, I voted up him, so yeah. So I'll just reiterate, like right before, maybe 10 minutes before lockdown, Caitlin came up to me, made her pitch. I considered it. I was like, no, right now would be a good time in the game if I need to make a big move.
And then the Adam votes start coming out, and they keep coming, and they keep coming, and I'm like, what just happened? Because obviously I missed out on something, so I was shocked. But luckily I'm still here, and you know, if it has to be a blind side, I'm glad it was a blind side on somebody else and not me.
We agreed on the one that we talked about, and then I think you followed through with that too. Yes. And very convincing to him on your part too, because I think he felt like he was.
Well, like, as we were standing there, he was like still trying to be like. On a personal note for me, I'm still got a little bit of a dot pointed at Michael, just because my duo partner could very well still be here if it wasn't for him saving Adam's butt. So, you know, I think it's time for me maybe to come in and squash him.
I mean, we got to start somewhere, you know. And Michael's was really strategic with Adam, and I was like, I really get along with Michael well, and so it's hard, but I think maybe he's getting along with a lot of people now.
I was also blindsided by Michael and Jake voting for Jake B. That was news to me. I think I just screwed myself again.
Lamika and myself are good with, you know,
but I want to like, you know, go with you guys. Like, we voted the same.
Because Ben knows.
I think there's a lot of us that are still left scratching our heads right now. So this, I'm curious to see where we're going to go from here and what's going to happen. Here I am. I'm down in the final 10 right now. It's a great place to be. I love where I'm at. And looking forward to making the next jump.
Just in case it's fishy, like if everyone goes one way.
All the votes were Steve, and then I was the third one. So honestly, Adam blindsided my sister in the first round, so I was like, sign me up. Godspeed. His plan worked, but it backfired at the same time.
a lot of things happening. First of all, I'm so happy to be in a new alliance.
Yes, for sure.
My soul is in Debbie too. Okay, so which is my number one?
Okay.
The challenging part of this is now I have found myself in a new alliance that I have not been in at all. Because now all of a sudden I went from being aligned with the like smaller end of the tribe with all of the like little lonesome people. Now I'm with Ben, Brian, Kaylee, Lamika, and Steve. I think it's either Michael or it's Nikki.
Okay.
I would like to keep Nikki, but she's also super good at challenges, so she is a little mommy.
Yes.
She will ask me who you're voting for and then go with that.
Yeah.
I've never actually heard her put a name out.
No, same. I just was talking to her and it was the same story for sure.
And then Michael's the other big friend.
Yeah, it might be a little easier to take this opportunity. It narrows the field of who's left as duos, right? So Brian and I being one of the only two duos left now intact,
I thought maybe I have a target on my back, and maybe I still do.
I think it's a huge risk for either one of us to be the lone duo at Final Four. Like, that's a lot of shots that they're going to take everything we can do to keep us together.
Yeah, I would say, well, if Kaylee went to the end, I think that would be an awesome story. Mitch would be an incredible story because his sister went out right away, and then he was on Exile Island, and then they just won, and he's at immunity. Like, he's, and now he's going to be put to the test right now because he doesn't have immunity, and he's feeling a little on the outs.
We've got to figure out how to vote with them. With who? With Ben. I think they're voting Michael. Nikki just told you she doesn't know she's voting Michael. She just literally told you she doesn't know. I heard her. She just said Michael.
Everybody is telling me Michael, and he was like a bunch of people, like we had the votes, and now I have no idea what to vote at tribal council. I feel like could potentially be a big target, and so that incentivizes me to keep Michael in the game, somebody that has been a name mentioned every single week. The second he goes, who's the next biggest name?
I don't care for Michael, but I like Jake. So do you think there's no way we can save Michael? Because now that we've thrown Mitch's name out there, you don't think that's gonna come back at us? I wouldn't care. I'm not afraid of Mitch. I'm not afraid of Mitch, but what about everybody else? I trust them.
Right now, my main goal is to make sure that myself, Steve, and Kaylee make it to the end. I gotta play with the people. I feel like I'm in their heart and they're in mine.
We're gonna vote together 1,000%, but I trust you. I can talk to you in 1 second. Let me see let me have some other conversations.
So can talk to both of you now. No, Kaylee, don't.
Okay. Or somebody else. Or Mitch.
The only names I'm hearing are Nikki and Mitch. But it seems like most people are saying Nikki, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I've been hearing a lot of names, actually.
At this point in the game, I'm trying to, show people that Jake and I can be numbers for them, because of course still being in a duo is another added target to your back. So I've got all these targets that are just multiplying and growing, and it's only a matter of time before someone hits.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I had a feeling I won this round because I won 2 back-to-back communities and we pulled off a blindside. Okay. So I had feeling some massive target on my back. I saved you last round, so I'm gonna need you out.
Yes. I told here's the thing. I told Ben and Brian that you were my number 1 ally.
So I have won individual immunity now 2 rounds in a row, and then I lost immunity this time around. Also, now being part of a major blindside, I think people are starting to look at me as a threat.
So we have numbers right now. So we can either take out Nikki, who also has been proven to be a big threat, or we can take out either Michael or Jake. Who out of those 3 do you prefer?
Yeah, that's a fantastic plan. I'm totally on board. I don't really care. Just tell me where to throw my goal. Okay. So Caitlin and I are like adopted duos at this point because both of us were blindsided early on, and her and I are working to make sure each other is safe. So I worked really hard to make sure Adam went home last time to save her, and she's working really hard this round to save me as well. Okay. So then we need to get Steven, Malika.
If Nikki's the one that's flip-flopping, because the other ones I think are set in stone of who is with who. Nikki is on the fence. I am in a duo partner with Mitch. He is my new duo partner. He's my second. Like we want to take each other to the final 2. But also Nikki went to bat for me in that last vote, and so I think I'm gonna have to like blindside my first person. There's 4 girls left, and line up. We don't hate each other out. Sure. Sure.
Right now, too, it's like I think the final 5 from my standpoint, and honestly, this could change in a flip of a hat, but basically it's been myself, Kaylee, Brian, Ben, and Steve. At this point, we're trying to just make it to the final 5.
That can be true for this round. You know what I mean?
It was just like, oh shit, we realized there's 4 girls.
Well, that could be true for this round. If you take this next travel to a guy, we just gotta, agree on it.
Yeah, and well,
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Mitch is kind of against the wall right now.
From my perspective, not a whole lot got resolved. I think there's a lot of us that are still left scratching our heads right now. So this, I'm curious to see where we're gonna go from here and what's gonna happen, because now it's a crapshoot. We did a lot of back and forth with some names, and then it changed, and then it went back, and then it changed.
We do need to be careful, I think, a little bit with Steve, because if he keeps going, he's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I'm a bit fearful of that. And, you know, with his daughter on the jury, that's
that's automatic.
So, yeah, and not only that, but she's been hanging with Logan. Lena. Chaos Jake is here. The vote allows me to continue playing in the middle, and I'm going to try to stay in the middle as long as I possibly can. One of these days, I'm going to get caught.
Which makes sense. It allows duo left, and obviously, yeah. And I'm like so proud of like making it here with like Lane being second voted out of our tribe, and you know I got to make some cool moves. Got to play an idol. I mean, my name's definitely out there, so it's like this could be the end for me, or it's going to be Michael, or it's going to be Mitch. Like after this, we're free of Jake. Yes, and I think we're working well with Jake. Honestly, it is better for our game to get Michael out because then Jake is also able to join us. That is my thought process, and then we can take out the baby. Yeah, we can. Okay. I'm trying to kind of play both sides, and if I get Michael out, I have to fully commit to the other alliance I found myself in. A pro of getting Michael out though is he is a good player. He found the first idol, he used it on Adam, like he is savvy, he played Big Brother, he knows like Big Brother's the only social game.
Names I've heard so far, but I don't know if that has any traction whatsoever. I don't know, what do you guys think? Obviously, I don't know more about Michael. And like, over my dead body. Okay.
I really like Jake and Michael a lot. I've always got great vibes from them. But we haven't promised anything.
Our two teams have to stay together right now because if I go or if Michael goes or if Ben goes, like it's really rough for us. Yeah. So do you have a preference?
I heard a lot of Nikki, I heard a lot of Michael, I heard a lot of Mitch. I think it would be more beneficial for my game if Michael stays. I'm gonna be honest, tonight, I don't know where the vote is going 100%. So thank goodness I have this.
I'll now bring in the members of our jury. Lena, Grace, Logan, Devontae, Megan, Adam, and Jake B both voted out at the last tribal council. All right, well, final 10, welcome. Brian, how does it feel to have immunity here at the final 10?
Feels really important, especially after voting Adam out.
Oh, that was you.
Yes, it was me. It happened at the very last second.
I think Brian did need to win because everyone was really confused about what happened.
I was concerned that people maybe weren't sure where my head was at after that. So hopefully I reassured everyone.
I'm glad that he was able to explain it to everyone, like why it was so rushed. I mean, we thought everyone was on the same page, but we
to vote out
weren't.
Perceivably Caitlin. Caitlin, tell me a little bit how you felt after that last tribal. You clearly said, I'm going home. Did you know going in that you weren't and you played it up?
Yes. I was pretty confident. I came to both Adam and Ben and Brian with the same proposition of I want to stay in the game, who's willing to flip on who, because they all told me it was me. And so I knew I needed to whip up some votes.
I mean, yeah, just back to the vote for Adam, it was a rushed like last second thing, and it was literally, can we even grab Caitlin in time to like tell her that we're on board for a flip there. So
Kaylee, kind of irony, you win immunity with Brian, who now admits to voting Adam out. How does it feel after last tribal? Based on your face, it looked like you were completely blindsided.
Saying I feel grateful to have this around my neck is an understatement. I mean, it was definitely nice to have a round where I could like hear what everybody had to say and like see what was going on and why everybody decided to do what they decided to do.
So Kaylee was a duo with Adam, who she lost last round. So now we have 2 duos left, Ben and Brian, and Michael and Jake. Jake, concerned once the numbers get this small that eventually you or Michael will by default become targets because you are still together in this game.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything that makes you stick out in this game can put a target on your back. Targets can also be beneficial. I think that as numbers get smaller and it takes fewer and fewer votes to make something happen, if you can scoop up one half of a duo, it's pretty easy to get the other half. Whereas if you're trying to approach 2 people who don't have a duo, you might have to do double the convincing. So I think it's a double-edged sword. There's advantages and obviously disadvantages as well.
Mitch, tell me a little bit about the opposite. You had Sam, your sister, voted out before the first night really even took place.
Yep.
To see kind of Michael and Jake S. and then Brian and Ben have each other, do you feel like it almost being without your loved one is a better resume? Because you had to get here on your own versus 2 people that had each other this entire game.
Yeah, I definitely had to change my strategy after that. I went back and forth in my mind a lot about, does not having a duo make me a target because I'm an easy vote out because I don't have another person to vote with me? Or does it actually make me in a stronger position because now I can maybe float between alliances because I'm not necessarily tied to another person? That can look out for me and myself and not necessarily counting votes for her as well.
And Nikki, how do you make sure you're not just an easy single pick-off when it gets to this point with there are 2 duos left?
That's a good question.
No answer?
I don't know. Look, it's a hard game to navigate. You know, even like last vote, like I voted correctly, but I didn't know how the votes went. I wasn't expecting those 2 guys to vote for Adam. So I feel a little bit like confused.
And Steve, at this point in the game, Nikki says, I didn't really know where all the votes are going. Is that kind of every tribal? Is it kind of just like aim and shoot and like, ooh, hopefully it's the person I'm voting for and or it's not me?
The game's starting to move faster, I feel like, you know. It was all over the place. The time that we were given to sit and try to talk to some of our alliances and stuff felt like it was just only a few minutes. And it was chaotic, and I felt like I walked out of there not knowing anything.
And Lamika, has there been talk at all? There's kind of, what I've heard is the ones kind of trying to stick together, or is that not really crossed anyone's mind?
You know, I don't think it has so far. I mean, these 2 duos that are left, they're pretty strong. You could take that how you want it. They trust each other. They've got each other's back. So I think it's going to be pretty hard to split up either of them.
All right, so Nikki, you're up first.
Okay. Double tribal council. At this tribal council, everything will come down in 2s. As you already know, 2 people are immune, but what you don't know is that the 2 people with the most votes at this tribal council will both be heading to the jury. Each of you will be given 2 votes to cast at this tribal council. However, you will be given a choice. You will see in front of you that there are 2 voting urns. You can put both votes in the same urn or each vote in a separate urn. Once all votes have been cast, Brandon will randomly select one urn to read the votes from, and only the votes in that urn will count. Michael, I'm voting for you. It'll either be me or you or Mitch, so we'll see.
I've heard some votes are going this way, and especially with this twist, I'm nervous, so I just need to stick with what was discussed beforehand because I don't want it to be me.
Evil.
In order to protect myself and Michael, I think I have to put the votes on Mitch.
Let's live dangerously.
One for Michael. I just haven't been able to trust you.
So I want to split my votes up to make sure that this person definitely goes home. I feel like I have a huge target on my back this round, so someone's got to go, and I'm hearing your name, so I hope it works out.
I don't know how much these people trust me at this point, having just blindsided Adam. Ah, this is so tough. Oh my gosh.
This one for me is on a little bit more of a personal level. This is my duo partner, Grace. She had Adam a long time ago. You saved his butt. And maybe she still would be here if you didn't do that. Let's see where this ends up.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. With 5 out of 8 votes, the next person voted off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos and the 8th member of our jury, Nikki. Can you bring me your torch? Nikki, Travis spoken. You can head on out.
I knew this was coming. I didn't have a lot of social capital like this entire game, so I'm not surprised I'm here, but I am surprised that I made it to 10th place, made it to jury. Lane was voted out so early, we were targeted early on, and I was able to play an idol, and like, it's just a lot of fun. I am happy that I was able to raise money for the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. They're a great organization that helps kids in the foster system get adopted and find their forever home.
There are 3 votes left. First vote, Michael. That's 1 vote, Michael. Mitch, we're tied. 1 vote, Michael. 1 vote, Mitch. 1 vote left. The next person voted off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos and the 9th member of our jury, Mitch. Can you bring me your torch? Mitch, Travis spoken. Time for you to go. Well, sometimes this is a game of luck, and I'll give some tea. One of you was saved by me grabbing this urn. Grab your torches, head on back to camp.
I'm just proud of myself because my duo got eliminated literally the first round. Oh, I was devastated. And then, cause I've total blindside. And I was like, noted, but I'm happy that we at least got Adam back before I got out. It was such an honor to play with my sister. 2023 is the year of sibling bonding, I would say. I'm playing for the Mayo Clinic Alzheimer's Research Center. They do groundbreaking Alzheimer's research. I'm playing for them because my great-grandfather had Alzheimer's. Now his daughter, my grandma, is battling Alzheimer's, and it's just an awful disease that takes everything and leaves nothing. So any progress we can make to that is a win in my book. I just want to thank everybody back in Wisconsin for the amazing support. I have the best support system in the world, and this was only possible because of all of you guys, and I played my heart out, so I hope you all are proud of me. And I also just want to clarify that this is a lot harder than it looks like on TV, so give me some grace, please.
What was it like playing this game with Lane, and what does Lane mean to you?
Yeah. Okay, I love Survivor. Like, this is my thing, and I kind of roped Lane into this, so I wish that I got to play with her more. She's like, I think she would have done better than I did, and so it just sucks that she was out so soon, and then it was hard to come back from that, but why I'm emotional is because there was a time when I had the idol, and she said to me, she's like, Nikki, this is your thing. You have to keep going in this, and keep going. And that was like, it was a sad moment to just hear her say that, but even though I wasn't never gonna play it for her. Sorry, Lane.